All right, so I get questions on who Blessed Theophylact is, beyond just saying he's an archbishop from the Ohrid region of Bulgaria from the 11th century. Um, I'm going to read the introduction to one of these books that talks about who Blessed Theophylact is. For 900 years, one of the most beloved and widely read scriptural commentaries among the Orthodox people of Byzantium, Serbia, Bulgaria, Russia, and Greece has been Blessed Theophylact's explanation of the Holy Gospel and epistles. The comprehensiveness, the patristic authority, and at the same time the simplicity of this great work makes it of value to any Christian seeking to understand the meaning of the gospel preaching. And there's a whole, multiple pages worth of explanation here, introduction here. But also, is this the King James version, New King James version? Like, what version of the text is he using? So, the translation has been made from the original Greek text of Minge, Ming, maybe volume 123 in a series of the Patroglia Gracia, with comparisons made to the Slavonic, Russian, and modern Greek translations. The English text of the Gospel itself is for the most part that of the King James Version. Revisions to the King James text have been made according to three criteria. First, a few changes were required in order to agree with the text of the Gospel used by Theophylact himself as printed by the Ming, where that differs from the Greek text followed by the translators of the King James Version. Second, for the purposes of greater clarity, a few archaic Elizabethan usages have been rendered into more modern English. Third, a few words have been retranslated to reflect Orthodox interpretation and usage. For example, in chapter 26 of St. Matthew, the New Testament Greek word Pascha has been rendered as Pascha and not Passover. Quotations from the Old Testament used by Blessed Theophylact in his explanation are taken from the Sir Lancelot Brenton's translation of the Septuagint. But quotations from the Psalms are taken from the Psalter translated by the Holy Transfiguration Monastery. For the sake of easier recognition, we have elected to use the form of Hebrew names most familiar to English readers rather than the Greek and Slavonic forms. As an example, Isaiah instead of Esas, Jeremiah instead of Jeremias, and Elijah instead of Elias. In references to the Old Testament, we have followed the Septuagint arrangement and numbering of books and chapters. An Old Testament reference within parentheses indicates the arrangements of books as it is in the King James Version. So I hopefully that kind of helps to explain a little bit where this is not fully 100% the King James Version. Obviously, he is using Blessed Theophylact from the 11th century. The King James Version wasn't around until several centuries later. So hopefully that clears up any error on that.